All right, Mike, here we go. Here it is, the results show for AON Rise of the Underdogs. It happened just a short week ago at our brand new home, the Pascarella Center, downtown J-Town. I'm the X-Man. Joining me along for the ride is Mike, the Mike Edwards. Yeah, that's the worst nickname in the history of nicknames. Sorry.
Where do you come up with this?
Anywho, the show Sunday. One word. Awesome.
Incredible or awesome? My co-host has used both to describe that show. You might have heard one this morning. But honestly, from top to bottom, it was a fantastic show. The matches were great. The new lighting in that place was awesome. The new ginormous video screen, unbelievable when you see it. Not only that, Nikolai Volkov was also on hand. The WWE Hall of Famer, former tag team champion, was there to welcome us to the new facility. What better way to break in the Pascarella Center?
We sure did. Nikolai, wasn't he just great?
I can't say enough good things about him.
Sweetheart of a guy. Sweetheart of a guy. One of the all-time greats in professional wrestling. And I'll tell you what, we got to interview him. That's right, we sat down with the great Nikolai Volkov. And you know what else? We have that interview right here. Well, Mike, here we are. We are with World Wrestling Entertainment Hall of Famer, Nikolai Volkov.
This is such an honor.
This is such an honor, Mr. Volkov.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Welcome to
Pleasure to be here.
Welcome to the AON RunDown. And welcome to All or Nothing Wrestling here in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Rise of the Underdogs. Me and Mike are asking a few questions. If you don't want to answer us, you can always knock him out. He likes to get hit. Anyhow, I have a question. What is one of your all-time favorite opponents?
One of the famous opponent was one of the best opponent, one of the best wrestler ever lived, and that was Bruno Sammartino, who's lived here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. My favorite match with him was in 1974. We wrestled at Madison Square Garden to a draw for 1 hour. That was the first time anybody wrestled 1 hour, and the last time anybody wrestled 1 hour at Madison Square Garden.
I know you travel all around the world for wrestling. What is one of your favorite memories of traveling?
Well, I've been so many different places, but I even used to live in Pittsburgh a couple of years ago. But anyway, I used to like to travel more when I was younger than I do now. But yeah, I like it. Japan. Japan was a very nice place. I was in South Africa. It was nice. Europe, where I come from, it was nice. Wrestled in Germany, wrestled Vienna, Austria, Spain, Italy. I've been all over the world, so it's very hard to say, but I guess for the last 4 years, the United States has been my home, so I guess he has the best.
He's been all over the world, Mike, and I've been as far as like Chicago. I envy you, Mr. Volkov.
What do you think of AON so far? I know you haven't been around very often, probably your first view of seeing us. What do you think of the AON so far from what you've seen?
Well, I look at the series. You have a nice building. There are lots of people here, lots of wrestlers, lots of good-looking wrestlers. I mean, look guy can wrestle, and the whole thing is about wrestling. Once you become a wrestler, first you should look like a wrestler. And you have good guys look like a wrestler, look what they can do, It just takes time to learn.
What was that, 2005?
2005,
You
yes.
were inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame, yeah.
Alongside Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, Iron Sheik, Ronnie Piper.
Yes, some of the all-time
Jimmy
greats.
Hart and Bob Orton.
How does it feel to be honored?
Yeah, it was very nice. They have a good, good little deal we did. Introduction was very nice. I have lots of people. I felt great.
Thank you
Oh,
for your time
my
here at the
pleasure.
AON RunDown. A little
Thank you.
nervous,
I will
but
be definitely standing
okay.
and saluting to you for singing that. That's
All
going
right.
to be fantastic.
we'll be right back.
До свидания.
All or Nothing Wrestling would like to thank their sponsors for their continuing support.
And now, the real reason that you tune in for the rundown. I mean, we're great, the interviews are great, but the real reason are the results of the shows. And with further ado,
Don't you mean without further ado?
now you know how it feels when I have to correct you.
I'll take your glasses. I'm like Edwards, without further ado.
You know what? Let's just get to the results. And here we go. The first match of the night was for the AON Pennsylvania Championship. Bam Bam Hassel took on Israel St. Patrick. Bam Bam anxiously got this match started quickly. He started showing the amount of respect he had to ISP with a big time slap. ISP returned the favor and waffled Bam with the belt. Now, there was no DQ due to the match not officially starting, but when it did, ISP took the woozy Bam, and in a strange turn, ISP ordered the match to now be hardcore. I guess he's a champ, he does what he wants. And had the X-Man reintroduce the participants. This little stunt gave Bam time to recover and finally fight back. ISP, not being waffled, was able to counter Bam's attack. Then it got hardcore. ISP brought out the wood and proceeded to put some premium seating into the ring. While ISP was littering the ring area, Bam had a chance to prepare a little something for ISP to take advantage of that seating. Now Bam decided to take a bit of a risk, which didn't pay off for anyone but ISP and his strategically placed table. ISP, the champion that is, full advantage of Bam, setting him up for the devastating East-West blast test, only to have Bam barely get out of the way. And here's where it gets interesting. After missing an enziguri, Bam walks in a sharpshooter and manages to keep ISP away from the rope so he couldn't escape, making him tap out. The electricity was incredible as the locker room emptied and the roster hoisted its new Pennsylvania champion. But out came the curmudgeon the broker. He informed Bam, the roster, and the crowd that ISP had no jurisdiction to make the match, and that the hardcore stipulation was unsanctioned and therefore the match would not count, meaning ISP was still the champion, and ordered Bam to give the title back, which he did in his own unique way.
Given the fact that when a member of the family, such as Psycho Fusion, comes to the ring, there are usually about 37 people with them. Justin Starr already had a disadvantage coming into this matchup. Psycho is definitely one kooky guy, but has a ton of experience, and it showed. However, with his quickness and athletic ability, Justin Starr managed to get some very impressive offense going. But Fusion was able to counter a lot. Star kept on fighting, but unfortunately for him, so did Psycho. After missing the edge of sanity, Fusion got thrown to the outside, and both him and the Ringmaster met with a risky suicide dive from Star that paid dividends, allowing Star to hit the Dead Star drop. But of course, the Ringmaster quickly distracted the referee, allowing time for Psycho Fusion to recover and hit the Psycho Driver for the victory.
The match for the number one tag team contendership between the Red River Rebels and the team of Black Ladies in Sherrod Hall was crazy. It started off with the Rebels having an early advantage. Even though Lightning showed some spark of offense. Get it? Spark? But the Rebels just outpowered the team pretty much the entire time. Size and weight was a massive advantage for the Rebels over Black Lightning. That is until Sherrod Hall got in and evened things up, proceeding to smash the Rebels in the corner. Now, Cousin Otis flipped Big John McGraw a chain. With the stud, gave Black Lightning brass knuckles. Lightning ducked McGraw's punch and took 2 shots from Lightning to give them the shot tomorrow night at the Tag Team Championship in Evansville.
So the second of Kes Edison's assigned title shots got underway between Eric Hassel and Randall, the Ringmaster Fairway, for the AON 814 Championship. Eric was on fire this entire match. The Ringmaster quickly left the ring, and that didn't sit too well with Eric, who dove outside the ring, but soon got himself caught up with the Cousin Otis Psycho Fusion tangent on the outside. Quick thinking, Eric had Otis catch the baseball slide kick with Randall, and then climbed the ropes for a diving forearm. Followed by the cough drop. Now, of course, Psycho climbed on the mat, but got a bit of a bump along with Eric as the Ringmaster took control with his patented move. Until Eric reversed and took control with a neck breaker. And seemed to have it until Cousin Otis grabbed the camera away from the videographer and tossed it to Randall, who demolished Eric and picked up yet another unfair victory.
AON minority owner Kes Edison. That is so long. AON min owned Kes Edison, arriving to the arena late, addressed the crowd over what happened earlier in the night.
Really? Is anybody else upset with that last match? I get here late. The broker takes away Bam Bam Hassel's title. The ringmaster kind of screws Eric Hassel out of that belt. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to make another match for tonight. We're going to put the ringmaster, Israel St. Patrick, and Psycho Fusion on one side. On the other side, we're going to put Team Salucha, which is Zach Ray, Bam Bam Hassel. That's only 2. 3 and 2. They need somebody else. I got an idea. It'll be Team Salucha, and their partner can be WWE Hall of Famer, the Russian himself, Nikolai Volkov.
And that set the crowd into a frenzy. But we'll get to that later.
I just don't get it. Edge Crusher Smith is such a monster that even against a solid heavyweight opponent like Coma Clayton, he overpowers him quite easily. Now Coma did manage some offense, but that didn't last too long, as Edge Crusher sent a solid boot to the face, and a huge clothesline set up a massive spear that sealed the win over Coma and kept Edge Crusher undefeated. I really want to know who can stop this machine.
Watch out, X's ankle. It's the Dark Day Saints. They took on crowd favorite the Frat in a match that started off interesting. Bro from the Frat did not want to touch the sweaty Adam Gnostic, who could blame him, until the ref used Michael Morton's shirt, which was recommended by the Bro, to wipe him down. Even then, it took a tag for Ryan Fear for the match to get underway. Some great chain wrestling kept the Frat in control of most of this match, including some hijinks. Even when Michael Morton made the tag, some quick moves kept them in control for a little bit. That's when things got slightly ugly. Adam Gnostic proceeded to punish Morton with some very painful looking moves, so painful in fact that it hurt just watching it. But then mercifully, Mike made the tag and Bro cleaned house. The duo eventually got the keg stand on Ryan Fear and picked up the victory.
Face versus face. C4.
It's still all natural, every time.
And Zach Ray. Two good guys, one clean match. C4 even broke the corner cleanly. It was really interesting to see these two contrasting styles go at it. The power of C4, the quickness of Zach. It was extremely entertaining to watch two of the best in the AON go at it. And in the end, power won out. When C4 hit that C4 move, got the pinfall.
In a rematch from For Whom the Bell Tolls on March 20th, Marcus, the Nomad King, took on the Man-Child. The Nomad went for a test of strength, and I believe the Man-Child won that. Then the Man-Child went for the hug. I mean, a hug to which Nomad quickly ran away from. Not a lovable guy either. But then it got a bit serious as Nomad targeted his left arm of the Man-Child, a plan that seemed to work for a bit. Man-Child then proceeded to play patty cake on the Nomad, followed up by some severe headbutts. Nomad tried his own headbutts, and, well, you see how that worked out. Nothing seemed to be going well for Marcus, including missing an aerial maneuver as Man-Child had some words for the referee. Now the Nomad apparently switched out his glove for loaded one and tried to hit the Man-Child, who ducked and tried for that devastating Man-Child slam, only to be blocked by Cage, who did connect with that loaded right, knocking Man-Child unconscious and giving the Nomad the win. Man-Child did get up, apparently holding no grudge, and tried to hug the Nomad, who again ran. Poor old fella. Now, we have some footage of something that happened after the show, and for whatever reason we're going to show you. It's mildly disturbing, so we've added comical music and sound effects to lessen the disturbing results.
We did?
He's trying to hug me.
We gotta do that and think about it.
Speaking of footage, right now we're going to take you to an interview we had with the broker and head referee Denny right before their big match. All right, we're here right now with the broker and AON head official Connor Lee Denny.
That's right.
Benedict Arnold, two people.
The Benedict Arnold of
Benedict
AON.
Arnold. Oh, really? Yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. I appreciate that.
Explain to me how he's the Benedict Arnold.
Well, one, you have the head official of AON now in the back pocket of the Empire.
He just moved up to a better position.
A better position?
A better position.
Explain his position, his role in the Empire.
As head official, he was being mistreated by Cass Edison and all of his his little adjustments he came in and made. He wasn't making the money he was deserving of. He wasn't getting the credit for the matches that he called.
Your statement?
My statement is I was getting sick and tired of getting beat up by these wannabe superstars that think they're tougher than me, okay? Just because I'm an official doesn't mean I can't represent myself. And this man here, this smart individual here, brought me in. And guess what? Now I'm with probably the most powerful stable there is. What do you have to say about that?
I personally think, and I think Mike Edwards agreed, you are the Benedict Arnold.
Benedict Arnold. You know what? I'm actually going to take that with pride. I'll take it with pride. You know why? Because I'm better than you, and I'm way better than every one of you.
There you have it from the $10 suit, Mr. Yellow Hair himself.
$10.
And he's just jealous. Supercuts. We all know that's hair plugs.
Okay. Get the step, and this is our show. AON Rundown. We'll be right back.
Suit, $10 haircut.
What a snake. So anyway, out came Denny and the broker, and the broker's briefcase with the Empire team of Jeremy Hassel and NJ Syndicate. And it was time for the party as the Wild Stallions, that's right, two wives, Shane Malice, GQ Maserati came out, only to be jumped by the thugs with a kendo stick. The Empire capitalized on the attack, which they probably had something to do with, beating the crap out of the Stallions, mostly Maserati, for quite some time. I mean, look at this. They just beat on him. It was terrible. But eventually the Stallions did get a spark of offense, which gave GQ the chance to make the tag to Shane, who proceeded to clean house and give the Stallions their first offensive burst of the match. The two got in some tandem moves. Jeremy Hassel got the briefcase, just as it seemed that this match was going to end the usual way, and the Empire match does normally end this way. Shane ducked and used the case to his advantage. Highlights from the main event. Wow, Mike. Here it is. As assigned by AON minority owner Kes Edison, such a long title. It pitted AON Pennsylvania champion Israel St. Patrick, AON 814 champion Randall, the Ringmaster Fairway, and Psycho Fusion, that's right, against Team Solucia. Did I say it right this week? Solucia! Consisting of Bam Bam Hassel, Zach Rain, and they got the thrill of their life, teaming up with WWE Hall of Famer Nikolai Volkov. Boy, it is amazing. First out was the team of Israel St. Patrick, the Ringmaster, and Psycho Fusion. The crowd was still heated over how these three men won their previous matches. That all changed when Team Solucia, accompanied by Kes Edison and Stonehenge O'Reilly, made their appearance, and really changed when WWE Hall of Famer Nikolai Volkov graced the stage. ISP and Zach Rain kicked things off. Zach getting an early advantage, which didn't last too long as the Pennsylvania champ got wily. It continued even after the Ringmaster got the tag. But ended when Zach was able to tag in none other than Nikolai Volkov. The Russian Bear came in and taught the Ringmaster the meaning of WWE Hall of Famer. Nikolai teased the crowd a bit before putting a stomping on the Ringmaster's midsection. then Bam Bam Hassel got his chance, which on paper looked good, but the team that I called the Empire family kept Bam away from his corner and worked him over and over and over and over and over and over. That is until Bam managed to get away long enough to make the tag to, you guessed it, Mr. Volkov. A double team could not stop the former WWF Tag Team Champion as he fought through the Ringmaster's attack and pushed away ISP, true Empire family fashion. Just as Nikolai was setting up the Ringmaster, a thumb to the eye changed things. ISP was ready to lay out Nikolai with the championship title. He ducked, and ISP connected with his tag team partner. Nikolai did something completely unexpected with a 3/4 roll and got the 1, 2, 3 on the Ringmaster.
Dude, I hope he's okay. Hope he doesn't swallow his tongue. There's just way too much excitement for him, for one person to handle. Alrighty, that does it for this week's show. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you check out Beg for Life tomorrow, YPCC in Evansburg. Bell time, 3. Doors open at 2. And you can see the fallout from last week's huge event from Pascarella. As always, you can check us out at aonwrestling.com or email us at therundown@gotimepromotions.com. We'll see you right here next week. Oh, this is your line. We went for AON. I love you guys. Goodbye.